Hello, I'm Howie Chosit, Associate Professor in the Robotics Institute at Carnegie Mellon, and I also am a co-founder of this company called Robotics. Like the Congressman said before, the benefits of when you make an open procedure closed to minimally invasive surgery, the benefits are profound. It reduces post-operative discomfort for the patient, costs go down, and you actually improve access to medical care, which I think can be somewhat significant as you get farther away from cities. Now, with conventional minimally invasive surgical technology, what we have today, we've really only hit the tip of the iceberg. Robotic technology is going to be a game changer that will get us down to the true benefit of minimally invasive surgery. So I'm going to use the cardiac domain as an example. Of course, the cardiac domain is very important. In the last century, every year, with the exception of 1918, the #1 killer of people in the United States was cardiovascular disease. In 2004, once every 34 seconds, someone dies of cardiovascular disease. Usually, what we have to correct the problem surgically is you get a sternotomy. Your chest is cracked open. You pry it open, it's very invasive, you fix the problem, you close up, and you actually spend more time healing from being cracked open than from actually your heart being repaired. You tolerate this because if you don't do it, you're going to die. Conventional minimally invasive surgical techniques or tools are not sufficient because we only have two choices: a rigid linear laparoscope or a flexible endoscope, but it buckles easily. My group, we do some work with snake robots, and you can imagine if we can make a small surgical snake robot, we inherit the benefits of the rigidity of the laparoscope with the flexibility of the endoscope. And you can enter through the solar plexus, do a quarter-inch turn this way, quarter-inch turn that way, and you're behind the heart where you can actually deliver some therapies and diagnostics. Here we're showing one of the robots that we built doing some procedure on a pig. Of course, this is not minimally invasive. We're just opening up so you can see what the robot's doing inside the heart. The real procedure looks like this, where what we're showing is, here's the image of what the robot sees as you're driving through. A surgeon who's skilled knows about the anatomical landmarks in the area that makes the procedure. He can localize, figure out what's going on. He can drive to the right spot to deliver the therapy, all doing this without really hurting the patient. So here's one example of where robotic technology really helps us. We reduce post-operative discomfort because we're not cracking the chest. Okay? We're reducing costs because now the hospital stays, right off the bat, the hospital stays are shorter, the time of the OR may be shorter, all the other externalities, and the time to return to work goes down quite a lot. Finally, highly specialized hospital environment. We can start doing these tasks in other locations. Of course, what this also means is that the procedures are going to take a lot less time. Right? Even less time than what currently minimally invasive procedures can do today. Robotic technology can make these procedures even shorter, which again, less post-operative discomfort, lower costs and lower costs. What I find exciting here is there's this possibility to allow for new procedures. There's a trend in minimally invasive surgery in order to do procedures through a single opening, single port access, and that can't be done with conventional technology. If you have one opening, you're seriously minimizing the exposure to infection and other risks for the patient. What I find exciting is what's called natural orifice transluminal endoscopic surgery. NOTES, natural orifice transluminal endoscopic surgery. Here, you actually enter the mouth, go into the esophagus, poke a hole in the stomach, come out, and deliver your therapy or diagnostics. Say, remove your appendix, remove your gallbladder, work on your spine. Okay? That, in the past, incredibly invasive. Now, we might be able to do this in an office visit, not even in a hospital. And finally, one piece of, this is a little bit my bias, is when we're developing this technology, we should really be developing tools. We're not trying to replace the surgeon. We want to give more doctors more tools that they can use in order to effect these interventions. Now, I think the United States is a special place where this technology can germinate. Another doctor I work with, I was just passing through a talk, I was reading my email, and then he said something about robot, and I sent him an email. We need a better organized way. And finally, I'm not so sure if NIH is the right match for supporting this kind of work. NIH is more hypothesis-driven. If the robot exists and there's this conventional technique, comparing them is great for what NIH does. But I don't know if developing new technology is the right way. So with that, I thank you for your kind attention, and introduce Charles.
So what I'd like to do is share with you today a little bit about what our company does in the field of robotics and rehabilitation medicine. And what I'll do is first explain that what we do is not unique, that there are other companies and other technologies out there already that are competing in this landscape. And this will be a market that you will learn more about, and somehow I think of the panelists and the group here as the Microsoft of 2009. So this is where Microsoft was when you joined Candy. This is where the robotics field is now. It's a growing field, and it's a field that you will all grow up with and experience more directly and more personally as you get older. So I want to tell you a little bit about our experience. If the congressmen were here, if the congressman staff are here, I just want to thank everybody for already funding significant purchases by the Veterans Administration, who is a leader in the application of robotics, both in rehabilitation medicine and surgery, etc. Right now there are over 30 Pocoma robots in use at various polytrauma centers, spinal cord injury centers, and in rehabilitation research. So the VA is really leading the way in terms of adopting this new technology. So what exactly are we talking about? When we talk about robotics and rehabilitation, we're talking about the basics of motor learning.